The verdict of some of India's business leaders there. Now, Narendra Modi's most ambitious initiative after coming to power is surely Make in India. His flagship scheme aimed at making the country a global manufacturing hub. But are there signs of it working? I've been taking a look. A high-profile launch for a high-profile project. In front of the biggest names in Indian business, the Prime Minister unveils Make in India last year. And the idea is simple. Encourage companies to manufacture across the country, creating jobs and increasing exports. And from cars to phones to chocolate, some of the biggest international names in manufacturing have shown a flurry of enthusiasm about India, announcing plans to set up factories or expand existing production. One of them is German car maker BMW. It has this factory in Chennai and has also increased investments in India by almost 25% in the past year. And it's also now sourcing components from local companies to make cars here, parts it used to import. The firm sees India as a crucial market.
There's India more and more now on the map for decisions that we look not only at German or the English market, we also look more and more on India, what do they need in the long term, because our decision which we do now, they come on the market maybe in 6-7 years, and in 7 years I assume that the Indian luxury car market is 4 or 5 times the size like we have it today.
So while Make in India has grabbed the attention of foreign investors, they are just part of the story. Indian firms are at the heart of the project, and many believe it can't succeed until small and medium-sized manufacturers like this one get incentives to pick up production. So are things really changing for them? Not yet, says the management of this firm that makes industrial goods for engineering companies. Businesses like these have been finding it difficult to compete with China, which sells the same products at cheaper rates, because taxes and duties on raw materials there are much lower than India. That competition has squeezed margins. And G.D. Rao, who runs this factory, says that apart from cutting duties, the government needs a separate policy for small manufacturers to make them globally competitive.
The major cost of our investment goes in land and building. Now we are buying land and building at a market price which is specified by various industrial zones, whereas in China, for small industries, there are technical industrial parks where they are given ready sheds to operate their business at a very, maybe even almost free-like. So that kind of infrastructure is required, where small and medium industries can be given land and building at a very subsidized rate.
Poor infrastructure could hold back Make in India, as could high taxation. And so even if the concept looks strong on paper, implementing it will be a challenge.
This is not going to be an easy task, primarily because the precondition list is so long that it will probably take us several years to get to a position where India is really considered to be an export hub. To my mind, that's where the importance of the Make in India initiative is, that it will keep you on the right track to do the other kinds of reforms.
The government believes Make in India will work in the long run. But before attracting more big investors and reviving fortunes of small businesses, lots needs to be fixed. A look at Make in India there. Right, it's time to take a quick break.